Welcome to today's video. I'm Susan from Tiara Lace Crochet. Now today I'd love to share with you how to crochet this gorgeous textured stitch. It's a really easy 1 row repeat and it is completely reversible. It's worked in any multiple of 4 plus 2, so with the little sample piece we'll work up today, we'll just start with 22 chains. The samples I've got here, I've used Woolbox Imagine Lullaby Baby Anti-Pilling DK, but you can use any yarn you prefer. And I'll be using a 4mm hook. Now towards the end of the video, I will show you where I found this design in a vintage book, and I'll also give the opportunity to screenshot the pattern that they have made from this stitch design. I'll also show you something I've made in a chunky design as well. And we'll have a little chat as to why, although I'm from the UK, I prefer to use US terminology. Right, so let's get started. We're going to chain 22 and begin. So to start, we've got 22 chains, 5 multiples of 4 plus 2. Skip your first chain, and in the second chain from your hook, work a set of stitches. First, a single crochet, then 3 chains, followed by 2 double crochets, all into the same chain. This little set of stitches is what makes up the pattern. We skip 1, 2, 3 and work another set of stitches in the next chain. So a single crochet, chain 3 and 2 double crochets, all into that same chain. And repeat. Skip 1, 2, 3, single crochet, chain 3 and 2 double crochets into the same chain. Skip 1, 2, 3, single crochet, chain 3 and 2 double crochets, again into the same chain. This is what your little sets of stitches look like. Skip 1, 2, 3, single crochet, chain 3 and work 2 double crochets, again into the same chain. Skip 1, 2, 3. We're now at the end of the length of chains and you end with a single crochet. So that completes row 1. Now from now on, the little sets of stitches are all going to be made into your single crochet stitches. To begin row 2, chain 1 and turn. Single crochet into that first stitch. Chain 3 and work 2 double crochets into the same single crochet. Find your next single crochet, which means you need to jump across your 2 double crochets and 3 chains from the previous row to find your single crochet, and work a single crochet into it with a chain 3 and 2 double crochets. And repeat. Skip across this set of stitches, find your next single crochet, work a single crochet, chain 3 and 2 double crochets. Skip across the stitches, find your next single crochet, chain 3 and work your 2 double crochets. Of course, you put a single crochet in the single crochet first to start off your little set of stitches. This is how it's looking. This is our next single crochet in there, chain 3 and work 2 more double crochets. And that is all there is to this stitch, and finish by working a single crochet in your last single crochet. So you skip across. These were your chain 3s here, so you can see this must be the single crochet at the bottom of those chain 3s. If you struggle, you could always put a stitch marker there at the start of your row. Chain 1 and turn, and to begin row 3 you start exactly as you did on the previous row. Single crochet, chain 3 and 2 double crochets into that first single crochet. Just lost my stitches. And then skip across and single crochet into your next single crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochets, and so on all the way across to the end of the row. And finally, our last stitch. Here are our 3 chains. That will be our single crochet just there. And you continue like so. You might find that these little sets of stitches, some of the stitches, they kind of like come forward, some pop backwards. Sometimes you might just need to adjust them slightly as you go, but on the whole they tend to sort themselves out quite easily. Right, so that's all there is to this little stitch. We can just do one more row for those of you who are not quite so sure, or you could just rewind the video. So we just turn, go into our first single crochet, chain 3 and work our 2 double crochets. And then come straight across to the next single crochet, and work our next set of stitches in there. Right, so you can see it's really taking shape now, the texture. Once again, jumping over our last stitch is a bit tricky, but we know these are our chain 3s here, so this must be our last stitch just there, and single crochet. We have another look. There we go. As I said before, you can see the little chain 3s are what give, it seems to be the chain 3s that give that extra little bit of a dimension to the texture. So I do hope you like that stitch. Now I do have something else I've made. This was the original little sample that I did in the DK, like this is done with the DK. I've also made myself a scarf using a chunky yarn, and you really get to see the texture here. I'll just zoom out slightly. There we go. So I used a 6.5mm hook with a chunky yarn, and I can see here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of 4, so that's definitely 20. So I've also used just 22 stitches for this little scarf here, and using a 6.5mm hook with a chunky yarn, a 5-weight yarn, it came out with a width of 6 inches. Now I used about almost 300 grams, and it wraps around my neck a couple of times, but I'm not giving you the proper directions or dimensions or weight. It's just a random little item I made. But yes, I think you can see how gorgeous the texture is, and it's lovely and stretchy, and it's really lovely and warm too. If you did want to make this and you like the yarn, it's got some glitter in it. I live in the UK and I've used this yarn before. I'm sure I've shown you a few times on the channel. It's the Devante glitter yarn from the range, and it says on the yarn label that it is it needs a 4mm hook. Well, actually it definitely doesn't. It's definitely a 5-weight, not a 3-weight. But I think you can see, you get a lovely idea of how this might even work up into a throw, a blanket or whatever. Yes, so having waffled on about that and not being able to give you exactly the length, let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lengths there. This will be easy. I can measure it this way. Let's just go like this. So that's about 15 inches. So that would be 60 if you times 15 by 4. I think 15 is 30. 30, that's it, yes. So we've got a little scarf made out of this gorgeous little design. Right, I did say as well at the end of the tutorial I would show you, for those who were interested in sticking around while I waffle on, where I found this design. So I will retrieve my book, my vintage crochet book. I think you all know how much I love vintage crochet. If you look on my channel, you'll see I've got some Irish crochet designs as well. Right, so it was in here. So here it is. This is where I found the idea. This is actually crochet shawl with the half crazy stitch. Sorry about the focus. Now the actual pattern is here. If I just show you, I can get this in focus. I am sorry if it's just not playing ball. I have a new camera phone and I'm really struggling. Let's have a look. There we go. The half crazy stitch. So if you want to screenshot that, that might be helpful. I'll just turn over and you can screenshot the other side too. So here's the remainder. And then if we go down just a little bit, if you wanted to do the border, there's a screenshot of the border too. And this is the final part. I may do the border as a tutorial another day, but as you can see, this is all in UK terminology, but I've talked today in US terms, and then you can tell from my accent I do live in the UK, but I happen to prefer US terminology simply because it makes more sense to me. I did do a little review of why I use US terminology, although I did learn with UK terms, and it was simply, I took the video down. I think I didn't like it for whatever reason, but I feel that when you look at the little slip stitch that sits on the surface, in US and UK we say slip stitch, and then you go up one stitch to your single in US and they call it a double in the UK. Well, I like to call that as a single stitch, and then when you look at those single stitches, if you put one on top of each other, you have two, and to me that's double. So to me, a double crochet in US, I see two singles, and it just makes more sense when I'm looking at stitches. That's why I switched. No other reason, nothing to do with anything's right or wrong. It just made more sense to me. And then when you look at the triple or the US treble, I can see three singles stacked on top of each other. Right, having said all that, I think it's time to go, and just thank you for listening to me today. Sorry, I think you can probably tell I have a cold, but I am okay. Not been very well all week, but getting better now. So thank you for watching. I have my two lovely little cats sat with me here. I'll just see if I can tilt the camera so you can see them just before I go. So I'll just take the camera off its little holder. Oops-a-daisy. And let's have a little look and just say bye-bye. This is Blue, little Blue. And there's Kenneth. He's fast asleep. So, bye-bye. And once again, thank you so much for watching. Take care.